On first down, it's Taylor. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. He finds Taylor, complete. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. On first down, Daniels. And that's caught inside the 35. That's good for 28 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Miami first down and a 14-yard pickup. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Let's go. 70, Indy.
Run you over. I'm going to run you over.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
At their 48-yard line.
15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. Hey, Sam off.
Take you to school. Watch the eye. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Look, squeeze.
We got double up.
Shoot.
On 2nd down now, Mixon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
55. Let's go, D.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you.
2nd and 10. He completes it to Boyd. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Crunch time, defense.
2nd and 1. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 7-yard touchdown grab. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Bullock good on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, Daniels. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Complete to number 35. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Bengals 7, Dolphins 6.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run with Taylor. Wiggles free. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Taylor. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Well, first down there on a pickup of 25. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. Looking to throw. Daniels. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And that'll bring up second down.
On the ready.
Mike 3.
They run with Taylor, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Eluding the pressure right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
We ain't giving them nothing to
Off the play fake. Daniels completes it to Hearns. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then and make the tackle.
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Let's go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off play action. Daniels. Oh, a ball batted in the air. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not only going to tip it, I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check the out, check the out, check the out. Check.
X3, 218, chop it. Check out.
They'll look to throw here. And he gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards that time at a Cincinnati first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
That's another Bengals first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Double time.
Back to throw. Daniels. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. A Miami first down. That one going for a gain of 11.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Looking to throw. Daniels. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, as time expires in the first half, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. This time, the extra point up and good. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 2nd and 2. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
You ready? 55. Check. 55. Mike. Rip left. Rip left.
They'll run on first down. Nixon, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And it's 2nd down. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Kill, kill, kill.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On first down, Mixon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Pilot, 64, win.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 25 yards that time.
Set, ready, 8, read.
Check 55 to right. Get your swarm on.
Now.
He'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
At the Dolphins' 7-yard line.
Ready?
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
55. Get it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Come on, set.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
At the 36-yard line.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. 2nd down and inches. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And this is caught at the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On second down, Mixon, and good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Let's get it. Got it. Hey, we got Mike 50. Mike 50, huh? I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Out of the gun now on third down. This is caught, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Deebo Samuel, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Ready to break.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Daniels. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Dolphins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. From the gun, Daniels. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, Daniels. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
That turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 43 yards on the ground. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On the run, it's Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
The Bengals take over the 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Benjamin, and he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin, and he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Benjamin might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed.